Well, I think it's just time for another fountain pen shootout. That's right, it's another fountain pen shootout, and today I have something pretty special. Hey, is that two Montblancs 149? Nope. This is the 149. This is the Jinhao 159. Do you notice some similarities at all? Of course you do. This is an imitation of the 149, and I have to tell you, it's not a bad job. 149 you can buy here for 620 euros. I got this one pre-owned, so I got it quite a bit cheaper, but that's the street price. I got this for 99 cents. That's the difference. So which pen's better? Well, what do you think? At this price difference, what do you think? What I can tell you is that the 159 is not at all a bad pen. To the contrary, I like it a lot. Okay, I'll do a writing sample later on, but first let's discuss the two pens. The 149 is made of resin. The 159 is made of metal. It feels a bit like some type of aluminum or something. It's not very heavy, but it's definitely metal. It's heavier than the 149. The difference is that the 149 has a lot of gold highlights. On the 159, they are all chrome colored. A big difference is the filling mechanism. The 149 by Montblanc is a piston filler. You twist the blind cap and you draw up ink. The 159 just comes with a converter, which is of course a lot simpler and I think cheaper to produce than a whole piston housing mechanism, etc. But still, the Montblanc has a typical Montblanc clip, and the Jinhao pen has a sort of shield on the clip. So that's somewhat different. I just showed you the 146, sorry, but it's the same thing with the 149, the same type of clip. So there are some differences, there are some similarities. Of course, the looks. I'm not sure what the Jinhao says. It probably says it's 18K GP, 18 karat gold plated. I'm not too sure about that. But in any case, it's a pretty smooth nib, and it's not that fine. A lot of Asian pens are very fine nibs. This one it's pretty very good medium, I would say. With a Montblanc, you can pick anything, I think, from extra fine to double broad, which is this. Another difference that just strikes me is that the Montblanc has an ink window. You can't see it very well because it's inked up with a dark ink now, but you could see the ink level. The Jinhao 159 does not have that. Okay, so which one should you pick? Well, if you want to get the really big pen that everyone seems to want to own, Montblanc, obviously. But the 159 is not a bad pen. It's a lot cheaper and it has some advantages. For example, you can completely disassemble this. You can disassemble the converter, you can disassemble the nib and the feet, so you can they're friction fit, you just pull them out. The Montblanc cannot be disassembled. So if you want to do some serious maintenance, you have to send it off to Montblanc. You will pay at least 40 euros for that, at least where I live. So, you know, advantages, disadvantages. The choice is up to you. All I can do next is show you a writing sample of the two pens side by side. Then you can figure out which one is right for you. And that's all there's to it. So I hope this was useful, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so here we go with the Montblanc 149 and the Jinhao 159. This is going to be a parade of the titans, two very large fountain pens. I start to write a J there, but it was supposed to be a 1, so this is a 1. It's a 1, you see, because I collect the fountain pens. This is Bill Cosby, you see. Sorry. Did you know that Bill Cosby actually collects fountain pens? That's really true. So, we have the Quick Brown Fox. You didn't know that, but it's true. And it jumped over a trash can. Really, it's true. Now, on the other hand, we have a pretty quick trash can which jumps over a lazy dog. So for an Asian pen, the 159 seems to have a fairly broad nib. I thought it was sold to me as being medium, and I guess that if you look at this line, then medium makes a lot of sense. But a lot of Asian nibs, as you probably know, tend to be a little fine, so that a medium would be closer to a Western fine. But with this pen, I'd really say it is medium. Now, this 149 has a double broad nib, which means it has serious nibbage. It is extremely responsive, so you can see some definite line variation there. Getting line variation with the 159, whose ink is now on my fingers, is possible. But I think you can see it is a lot less pronounced than it is in the 149. When you do some drawings, I always call this coloring, to see how even a patch of ink you can create, the 159 does an excellent job. There are almost no white spots in there, which I always like. It means it's a nice wet nib. When you do the same thing with the 149, you see a lot more white in there, but I have to use this a little bit differently. In any case, you see that this pen too lays down a very nice wet patch of ink. See that? So these two pens are very nice. Is the Montblanc higher quality? Of course it is. It has an 18K gold nib. This is just a stainless steel nib. This is a piston filler. This one uses a converter. Let's be fair. I mean, this has an MSRP, well, maybe I should not say MSRP. The street price of this thing in the Netherlands is 620 euros new. I got this for 99 cents. Is there going to be a difference? Well, what do you think? Of course there is. But I have to say I am very impressed with the performance of this pen. Considering it's so expensive, I think it is a true and utter bargain. If you want class, you need this. If you don't have the money for this, you get this, and you will not be worse off. It's still an extremely nice pen, so I can highly recommend it. And that's all there's to it. So, I hope this was useful. Let's do a co-production here. This is going to be difficult. I have to align them well. You didn't drink too much, you're not seeing double, it's just I'm holding two pens. I thank you for watching, I hope this was useful, and I'll see you later. Bye bye!